Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine multiple Excel files in a folder into a single file. Furthermore, if you add more files to that folder and you simply press a refresh button, all those files will also be added to that single file. This method is the quickest and the simplest method. It will not show you any errors if you take care of only a few things that I am going to show you in this video. So make sure you watch full video because this is an important video and you will be doing this task of combining Excel files many times during your career. So without further ado, let's get started. Now here is what I am going to show you in this video. I have placed myself in the middle of the screen because there will be a dialog box on the right. I have created a new Excel file and I have this folder State Sales Reports which contains 3 Excel files. And I want to combine these files into my newly created file. You can also combine these 3 in one of these files as well, and I will be using Excel Power Query to do that. And once I finish the process, then I will take a file from another folder, this file, and I will place this in the folder in which I am combining all the files. So I will place that file here, and on my Excel sheet, I will simply press this refresh button, and the 4th file will also be added to this file by simply press of a button. You can add more files to that folder, and all those files will also be added to this single file when you press refresh. So this is the process in the nutshell. Now, as I mentioned earlier that we want no errors. Therefore, we have to take care of 3 important things. If you take care of these things, you will not get any errors in this process. The first thing is that you only put those files in this folder that you want to combine. Do not put any extra files. The second point is that all those files must be of similar type. They must have same number of columns with same names. And this is not a big condition because in most of the cases, we want to append only those files that are of similar type. For example, you have a sales data of year 2021 and 2022 in 2 separate files. Like in my case, I have sales reports from 3 different states, but these sales reports must be in the same format. And we are talking about appending files, not merging. So you can also do that. Excel has the capability of merging and appending non-similar files, even containing the data that is not clean. We can clean the data during the merging and appending process. But we are talking about a situation which happens most of the times that you want to append similar types of files. So I have opened these files here. This is the first file for one state. It has 8 columns from A to H. And this is for the other state, similar, 8 columns, A to H, same names. So the third point you should take care is that the similar data should be in a sheet with the same name. Now this advice is only based on my experience. This should not be the case, but I have seen errors when the sheet name is different in 2 Excel files having the similar data. So sometimes you get errors. So if you take care of these 3 things, hopefully you will not see any errors. And now let us see how we can combine multiple Excel files into a single file. To do that, I should be in Data tab and then click on Get Data, From File and From Folder. Now I only need to select the folder, not the files, and click Open. And now in this folder, I have these 3 files at the moment, and it is showing me some extra information here. I don't want these source names to be included in this file. So therefore, I need to click on Transform Data, and I select this column and I right click and I remove other columns. I only want the content of these 3 files. And now I click on this Combine Files, these arrows, and I will see this Combine File dialog box. You can see the preview of the first file. Normally it takes first file as the sample file, and then you click OK. And it will take few seconds and it will show you this Power Query editor. On the right hand side, it has recorded all the steps that it has already performed while combining these Excel files. So these are the steps that have been performed on the data. And if I scroll down, as you can see that the data from all 3 states has been combined. New South Wales, Queensland and Victoria. So you can have a look at this, and once you are satisfied with this, you simply click on this close and load, and it will show you the combination of 3 Excel files into a single file. And by default, Power Query has created this table for you. You can convert it back to a data range as well if you like, but there are few reasons you should be using Excel tables. I have already explained in another video you can watch on my channel. And how cool is this? And now I save this file not in that folder but anywhere else. So one folder above that, and I can give it a name, for example, complete sales report. And now what I do is I add this 4th Excel file, copy this and place this in the folder in which I have combined all Excel files. So now my new file is in the folder, and once the new file is in the folder, one or more files, again I click on my data tab and I click on refresh all, and the row numbers has increased. It means that the new file has been added. So let's see whether we have this Western Australia added at the bottom, and yes, these are the content of the 4th file. Once you refresh, the only thing you need to fix is the serial numbers, because all those files have their individual serial numbers starting from 1. For example, this New South Wales file has serial numbers from 1 to 219. And then the second file start, it has serial numbers again from 1 to so on. Now, if there are manageable number of rows, what you can do is you can simply put 1 in the first row, then 2 in the second, then click and drag. But if there are 1000 of rows, this method is not good, because dragging 1000 of rows is very difficult task. Therefore, we should use some non-dragging method for putting serial numbers. I have explained these methods in a separate video, but here I'm going to use a very simple row function is equal to row, and this will return you the row number. But the row number is 2, my serial number should be 1. So I subtract 1 and press enter. So it will give me 1. No, I don't want to drag this to 1000 of rows. The better way is that this is a name box area. So you simply check the last row number where you want to put the serial numbers up to. It could be 100,000. But what is the last row number? It is 408. So in the name box, I type A2 colon A408 and press enter. It will select the column. Now to transmit the formula to all these rows, I simply press Ctrl D. And now my serial numbers are correct. Now by combining these files, what we can do is we can create pivot tables. And this is one of the reasons Excel gives you data in a tabular form, because creating pivot tables from this Excel table is very easy. You simply select the table. To do that, you place the cursor on the top left corner, Ctrl Shift down arrow and Ctrl Shift right arrow. So it will select your table and nothing else. And now these two tabs, table design and table query. So I click on design and I can summarize with pivot table. Click on that. It will create a pivot table for me. I click simply OK. And now, for example, I want to see number of sales and total sales for each of the states. I select this state in this rows area, and then I check sales and total sales. And now I can quickly compare the sales between different states. So this is the purpose of appending similar type of Excel files into a single file. So this is how you can use Power Query to combine Excel files in a folder, and when you add more files in that folder in future and press refresh button, those files will also be combined into that single file. Extremely useful process to know and understand. That is it for today. I hope you liked this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.